Dear friends, my name is Father Sunny Dominic, and I am here to assist Father Ed. And before I came to Algona, I served in few parishes. I was in Holy Spirit Carroll for 6 years, then Fort Dodge 5 years, St. John, Bancroft 5 years, went to Haywarden 1 year, returned again to Kasuth County. And I am happy to be here to serve you. I was here, few people must have seen me before, and I was here for the school masses and confessions. So it is like coming back home. If you listen to last Sunday's gospel, the two disciples of Jesus, John and James, comes to Jesus with a request. They say, would you like us to have one at the right and the other at the left? In today's gospel, the blind man Bartimaeus, he comes with the humility and requests Jesus, Master, I want to see. The blind man Bartimaeus teaches us how to pray. Now let us look at the gospel, the spiritual process the blind man goes through. He heard about Jesus who was passing by Jericho, and he calls Jesus to the top of his voice, Jesus, Son of David, have pity on me. And he got the attention of Jesus, and Jesus calls him close by. As he shouts of the top of his voice, when he comes close to Jesus, his voice becomes softened. This is what happens in our lives. The farther we are away from God, we need to shout and yell to get the attention of Jesus. And when we become close to Jesus, Jesus becomes so personal that he becomes part of our lives, and we experience Jesus, the silence of our hearts. And Jesus asked this blind man, what do you want me to do for you? And he says, I want to see. This is the same question each and every one of us ask today. We always, what do you want me to do for you? And in order to answer this question, we need to know who we are and what the values we hold in our lives. The James and John comes to Jesus with this interior motive, a selfish interest and ambition, whereas the blind man, knowing his blindness, the weaknesses, the disabilities, in a humility he says, Master, let me see again. And Jesus calls him a man of faith. And he received his eyesight, or spiritual eyesight, before he received physical eyesight. And Jesus says, go, your faith has saved you. And his faith shaped his hearing and speaking, and he followed the path of God. And he followed Jesus to the crucifixion and the resurrection. This is what we are challenged today. Our faith should shape our hearing and our speaking. And as we celebrate this Holy Eucharist, let us especially pray that God may open our eyes of faith, that we may see Jesus as he would like to see us. Amen.